Premier League sack race. Who is next to go? Before Craig Burley lets us know which of these 6 he believes will be next to go, one of them is going to be safe. We only have places for 5. Who is the safest out of those 6 to start with? Who you got?
You might think this is a strange one, but the safest one, in my opinion, is Mauricio Pochettino.
Okay.
That's not to say he's not going to leave Tottenham, but I think if he leaves Tottenham, he'll leave under a mutual agreement, because I don't think, as it says here, Daniel Levy will not sack him.
That's fair.
I don't think he'll sack a manager that's played the kind of football they have and gone to a Champions League final. But that's not to say he won't leave, but it won't be the sack, in my opinion.
So, number 5.
Number 5 being the safest one.
Out of these, yeah.
Out of these, in my opinion, it is Steve Bruce.
Okay.
Not because they beat Man United at the weekend, because most people are doing that these days, but I'm going to say for one reason only. Mike Ashley. Nobody bullies Mike Ashley, the owner, whether you like him or not, and I'm not saying I'm in the camp of liking or disliking. He runs that football club, and he's not swayed by opinion. Newcastle fans, you know that.
That's
Newcastle fans have wanted him out for a while, but he will not sell until
He'll do the opposite of what everyone wants.
He will not sell until he gets the right deal for him. He will not sack him until he wants to sack him. The fans didn't want Steve Bruce at the club. That's going to mean Mike Ashley's going to back him even more. And they started to get the odd result.
Well, it's consistency, though, isn't it? I mean, they've won at Spurs, they've beaten Man United. If they could get those results against other teams that are expected to do well against, they wouldn't be in the trouble.
I think he's the safest because of those reasons.
Number
I think
4.
the second safest is Ralph Hasenhuttl. It's a difficult job at Southampton. There are a few groans around, and hammered at the weekend against Chelsea. But I kind of get the feeling that they're going to stick with what they've got at the moment. I think the third one, in my opinion, the third safest, and this might sound strange, but there's a reason for it, is Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. And I just think because Ed Woodward, the chief exec, has sort of put himself in a bit of a corner, so he may get a little bit of time. Of course, it depends what happens after the break with the Liverpool game, but he may get a little bit of time depending on what happens. It won't be long. He won't be there for a long period, but there are people that might go before him.
Well, you can understand why his odds have shortened considerably of late. However, he may become the favourite if they lose heavily to Liverpool in the first game.
Yeah, that could switch if they lose heavily. The second one, and I was toying with putting this guy at number 1.
Already?
Quique Sanchez Flores. But yes, even though he's just in, I know he's back in, he's his second time in there, but I think within if they have a couple more bad results, this family that owns Watford are not frightened. They've made a hell of a lot of changes in there.
Yeah, but are they the problem, the Pozzo family? Because they brought a guy in they've fired. This is like Italy all over again. And they've got the stake in Udinese, I get that. But come on, just by changing managers, there's something wrong here more than just the manager.
My job's not to walk in here and give you an autopsy on Watford Football Club. You just tell me who might get sacked. He's in grave danger after coming back in. However, I've told you who's been left out, so it's not exactly some sort of thriller to finish.
What's going on at Everton?
Marco Silva has to be... Now, I've not seen the odds.
He's even favourites.
Right. He has to be... And it's previous old Watford manager, of course. I think he's a decent manager. For whatever reason, this football club at the moment, who have spent quite a bit of money, just don't seem to be getting it done. And they're sitting in the bottom 3. Coming off the international break, he might not see the international break out. He could be gone before we get started again.
Why are they in the predicament that they're in, having spent the money they've got and having got the good players that they've got?
I don't really know. I don't think the balance is right. Not scoring enough goals. They're looking shaky at the back. I don't know.
They were tight at the back to begin the season, but Sigurdsson's not performed, has he?
I'll be honest.
You don't care, do you?
I have not a care in the world who's performing. Yeah, the question here is who's getting sacked. I don't care why, how it's came about. I don't give a stuff. The bottom line is his backside is the most that's on the hot seat, right? How they got there, you leave that to other people. I don't care.
Did you have a good weekend?
I had a great weekend until you asked me to give an autopsy in Everton and Watford. I don't care.
I'm going to deal with this every single day.
I care.
Love you.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.